Okay, so yesterday I popped my pulley while I was working Tsunami at Moore's Wall.
It's like, did you hear that?
What? Did you pop something?
I may have. Dude, I think I did.
No, dude.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Needless to say, I'm pretty bummed. This is like the third or fourth season in a row where I've injured myself. My season's kind of been like interrupted or come to an end. But I think this time I'm gonna try and take like a more active approach to recovery, and I also want to document the recovery process. I want to start making higher quality videos instead of just putting uncut footy on my channel, but clearly I can't do the sort of like training and climbing content that I was hoping to do. So right now it's just going to be like rehab content. Earlier on in this season, back I think in December, I did Zen Spasm, which is a V7 at Moore's Wall, and I ended up partially tearing my lat tendon on Zen Spasm. I like campused the top, and yeah, stupidly campused the top. I had like pretty bad beta for the top out, but I just wanted to get up the wall. So I was kind of limited to the climbs I could work. Anything where I was reaching my left arm overhead and had to like pull down, I couldn't really do. And one day I was at the Tsunami boulder with some friends and I was like, wait a second, maybe I could try this. So I gave it some pulls, and like I had very like minimal pain for my lat doing that, and I was like, okay, hell yeah, let's go. I can work Tsunami, which was like something I wanted to try working on this season. Felt really strong on the day I was doing it, warmed up on it, was able to link all the moves from the match, so second move to the kind of like shark tooth crimp, and I dropped from there just to save skin. So I felt really good, felt strong, everything felt like honestly like the easiest it's ever felt. First go from the ground, popped my pulley. My middle finger, my fingers in general, kind of felt a little off on that go, like they kind of felt locked in. I thought it was just like my knuckle was in a weird position, but nope, I guess my fingers weren't fully warm, or maybe it was just the day. I shouldn't have climbed it that day, but I don't really know. It happened, so dealing with it now. Yeah, now I'm just gonna work back towards doing Tsunami, hopefully this season. We'll see though. I have to kind of target for like 2 months out, maybe more. So I guess I'll just get into what I'm gonna do for rehabbing. I'm not really planning on going to go see a doctor. I'm pretty certain this is a A2 Pulley injury. That's where, if I'm pressing down, that's where the pain is. No pain on the side. It's really just isolated to the A2, and maybe like some slight discomfort in the A1, but I think that's just sort of related to the A2. I'm going to be following 2 different protocols, kind of mixing them up. Going to be following the Black Diamond Hang Right protocol. It's an older article, I think from like 2017, but still has like pretty good relevant information. And then the other protocol I'll be following is the Hooper's Beta A2 Pulley Injury Rehab. He has a 40-minute video kind of documenting in detail like what to do for A2 Pulley injuries. And I'll make sure to include both of these resources below in the description. So if you're curious or going through an injury yourself, feel free to check them out. I don't really think seeing a doctor will alter kind of the path I do. I'm just gonna go based off feel and see how I'm doing. But for the first 1 or 2 weeks, I'm not really gonna be climbing. I'm just going to focus on doing exercises that get my range of motion back. So from the Black Diamond Hang Right protocol, it's tendon glides, pen rolling, towel gathering. There are a few others there, but those are like the 3 I'm gonna be focusing on. And from the Hooper's Beta, I'm gonna pull in some like soft tissue mobilization and maybe some instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization just to get the remodeling of the tendon going. Those are kind of my first couple priorities. And then 3 and 4, I'm gonna start doing farmer crimps and probably like climbing again, like V0, V1, vert, larger holds where I'm not really pulling too hard on my right hand, but can still like move around and not lose like that climbing technique and movement. what I'm going to be focusing on throughout this whole process is consuming the right foods that help prevent the tissue healing. So that's something I've got from that Black Diamond Hang Right protocol. So foods that are high in anthocyanins, omega-3 fatty acids. Those are like 2 really good things to focus on for tissue healing. So for anthocyanins, lots of red, purple, blue fruits and vegetables. And then omega-3 fatty acids, flax seeds, chia seeds, maybe salmon. I've been vegetarian for a while now, and I think I might just like go back to eating like fish and maybe chicken again, just because I've been struggling with getting the right amount of protein recently. So yeah, might be starting to include salmon into my diet just to get higher fatty acids and more protein. And I'm going to be placing a very large emphasis on diet and sleep, and specifically sleep. My sleep habits have been terrible for the past couple of years, and I really want to fix that, not just for climbing but for like life in general. So I think that would be good to work on. And then also going to do large muscle group and whole body exercises. This will like elevate hormones like testosterone and HGH and will help my body heal faster. And yeah, after those first 2 weeks, like I said, do the farmer crimps for weeks 3 and 4, and then do some light climbing. But this is all really just like the plan of what I want to do. I have to kind of see what my body feels like each week and see what I can handle and tolerate. Yesterday when I popped my pulley, I did do a farmer crimp just to see like if I can hold some weight, and I was able to hold like 10 pounds with no pain. So I think that's a pretty good sign. But yeah, that's sort of the plan. I'm hoping to get back out to Tsunami sometime in March, but I think that's a pretty optimistic objective. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, this is gonna be like episode 0, since I'm not really doing any exercises in this video. I'm probably gonna release like short form content of like quick little exercises I do on a daily basis, and then like weekly update videos. I wanted to produce more content anyway, and although I wanted it to be predominantly like climbing content, it's going to be like rehab and strength training for a little bit now. And yeah, I don't know, maybe this will help someone else who's going through this process also, and can take things that I do from this process and help them rehab their injuries. If I'm doing anything stupid, call me out on it and put it in the comments, or message me if I know you. But yeah, we'll see how this goes, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to Tsunami sooner rather than later. Peace.